Hey, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we are going to see WebDriver Manager. So this WebDriver Manager is very important and we will see step by step what is WebDriver Manager and why we need it and how to use it with one example. So the agenda of the video is to understand the WebDriver and why do we need it and how to use it with a real-time example. So before beginning with all these steps, so I want to show you what we have learned so far in these tutorials. So we have learned about the various important and basic concepts of Selenium so far. So we have learned about how to launch a browser using Selenium WebDriver, where we have understood about the various important basic steps that are required if you are a beginner. Apart from that, we have also learned about how to do the setting up of Selenium in our machine, in our system, which is again a very important topic. And we have seen the advanced topic like test-ng, how to configure test-ng in various ways, what is the importance of it. And we have also seen the Maven project. So we have basically seen normal Java project and we have seen Maven project, what is dependency file, what is pom.xml, all the important things we have discussed so far. In case if you have not seen this video and you are new to my channel, I would recommend you to go and watch those videos and then come to this particular WebDriver Manager so that you can relate the concepts, you can understand the concepts properly. So let us begin on the WebDriver Manager. So far as you have learned about the system.setProperty concept, right? So in order to launch your browser, we need something called browser driver. If it is Chrome browser, you need chromedriver.exe file. If it is Edge browser, you need edgedriver.exe file. And if it is Mozilla Firefox browser, then you need geckodriver.exe file, right? So where you have to explicitly download .exe file from the website and put it in your system location and define the path of that driver in the system.setProperty. So these all are time consuming and extra effort you have to maintain. When it comes to WebDriver Manager, you don't have to define all this. So that is the purpose of using the WebDriver Manager. I'm going to explain to you with one real example how to implement it. Okay. Before that, let us understand who developed this WebDriver Manager and what is WebDriver Manager. Basically, WebDriver Manager is a Java library which is developed by a person named Bonnie Garcia. To understand it better, let me take you to one website. For that, I'm going to Google. Let me type here WebDriver Manager. So it will take you to one GitHub repository. You can see Bonnie Garcia WebDriver Manager. So Bonnie Garcia is the guy who developed this Java library, which is called WebDriver Manager. And you can see this is the GitHub repository. You can see his source code, everything is there here. And this is the WebDriver Manager. To understand it better, let me open this. Our Selenium WebDriver uses different browser drivers so that it can interact with our browsers, right? So, and as I said, we need to maintain all these driver exe files separately, right? So this guy, what he has done is he has found it very lengthy process, very time consuming process. So he has developed one library. As you can see, we define our browser driver in system.setProperty, correct? For example, if I go to the Chrome driver, so if I click on Chrome driver, then I get the Chrome driver exe files. I can download the Chrome driver from this particular location, and after downloading it, we save it in our local directory, and then we provide the path to that particular location. So when it comes to the WebDriver Manager, we don't have to put in this format. We don't have to write the system.set property. These are all not required because these are all time consuming and extra maintenance is required for this. So we can, as you can see, there is a dependency given here. So this is the dependency of the WebDriver Manager, which Bonnie Garcia has given. So we can make use of this dependency and we can put inside our Maven project and we can build the project, right? It will download all these required jar files of this WebDriver Manager. Similarly, we can go to the Maven repository. I can type Maven repository WebDriver Manager. I can click on this and it will take me to the Maven repository, mbnrepository.com, where I can see the latest version 5.2.1. As you can see, it is matching. Okay, you can click on this latest version and you can see the dependency. So in my project, as you can see, I have one Maven project already created. So this is my Maven project and this is my pom.xml file. So here you can't see the WebDriver Manager. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this dependency file of WebDriver Manager and I'm going to paste inside pom.xml and I'm going to do control S. That means I'm saving it and so that it builds and downloads this R file. Okay, I'm pressing control S. As you can see, it is built and let me show you the WebDriver Manager. Yeah, this is the WebDriver 5. WebDriver Manager 5.2.1 .jar that got downloaded. So in case if you are not using the Maven project, you can do what you can do. You can go here, you can download the jar file from here, and you can configure in your build path. Okay. So since I'm using the Maven project, so I have built in my pom.xml file. So let me go to the class. So here you can see one sample program here. So I'm going to implement this WebDriver Manager in this program now, okay, in this Selenium code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this completely. I don't need it because I'm not going to use in this format because I'm going to use WebDriver Manager since I have already integrated it in my Maven project. So let me type here WebDriver Manager. As you can see, it's coming, and you can see this io.github.bonniegarcia.wdm. Okay, you select that. Then I'm going to use it on Chrome browser first. For that, I'm going to type Chrome driver and I'll press setup. I'll select setup here. So WebDriver manager.chromedriver.setup. This is the only line I have to write here. Okay. So now you can see this is also imported. I don't have to write all the system.setproperty. I don't have to download the exe file and put it in my local directory and give the path. All this is not required. So now let me try running this and see whether I am able to run it or not. Okay. So I'm going to click on this run and this all this testng, the Maven configuration and all I have already explained in my previous video. Please go and watch those videos. Very helpful. Those videos are. Okay. So I'm going to run this program now and see whether it is able to launch my Chrome browser or not because I have already given the reference to the WebDriver by creating an object of my Chrome driver class. Okay, so I have also given the WebDriver manager.chromedriver.setup and it is going to open Google and it will maximize. Okay, let me run this code now. So it is running the program. As you can see, it is able to launch the browser with google.com and it is going to maximize the browser. Okay, so let us see what happened behind the scene. As you can see, it is passed and you can also see the Chrome driver version it is detecting. Okay, from this line it's able to detect this Chrome driver, the Chrome driver version that is 103.0.5060.134, right? This is the version of Chrome driver. Okay, so let me use driver.quit here. So I'm just writing a very basic format of code. I'm not using after method, before method and all. On that, I'll be making a separate video. So this is just for example, I'm just showing. Okay. So let me close this manually for now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this program on a different browser. Okay, because WebDriver Manager can give you all the capabilities. It can give the capabilities of different browsers. Let me run this on Firefox browser now. Normally we need for Firefox we need Gecko driver, but here Gecko driver is not required. Okay, so let me type here Firefox driver. Let me import this, and here I'm going to change this to Firefox driver. Okay, let me clear this and I will run this and you'll see it will launch my Firefox browser now. But make sure Firefox is installed on your machine. Okay, so it is able to launch my Firefox browser. So it has launched Google. Okay, so it has quit the browser also. Okay, it's pass, you can see. Now I will change the browser again to Edge browser. Okay, so let me just change this here, Edge driver. I'll import this and I will change here to Edge driver, and I will run this program and it will open my Edge browser. So as you can see, it is able to launch my Microsoft Edge browser, and then it is going to maximize and it's quitting the browser driver. Okay, so this is pass, and you can see this has launched my Microsoft Edge WebDriver was successfully started. Okay, so this is how you can play with WebDriver Manager. There is no need of separately putting everything in system.setproperty. You just need to uh, get that WebDriver Manager.jar file configured in your project, and then you can make use of the libraries. So that is the beauty of the WebDriver Manager. You must always use WebDriver Manager. On top of it, I can show you one more example here. For example, I want to use a different version of my browser driver. Okay, so let me go back to Chrome driver again. Chrome driver dot okay setup, and let me give here a Chrome driver. So, for example, now you have seen I am using 103 point something, right? I'm using, let me go here, I'm using this one. So when I run this code, it will detect this particular version. Okay, let me give a different version here. So for that, we have a method, okay, driver version. Okay, this and put this version here. If you know the version, then dot setup. Now, if I run this program, it will not run because it will detect the Chrome driver version as 104.0. Let me show you the console. It will detect the Chrome driver exe version as given in my code. But why it is not running? Because it could not start a session. The version of Chrome driver only supports Chrome version 104. My Chrome browser version is not 104 currently. I can show you the version that I'm using here right now. So this is 103. That's the reason I could not use this. But if my browser version is 104, then this code would have run successfully. So I have covered all the three important points. We have seen what is WebDriver Manager. It is a Java library developed by Bonnie Garcia, and why we need it, because we want simplicity in our program. We don't have to separately download the exe file and put it in the system.set property. Those are time consuming, and we have seen one example how to use it. Okay, so that's all about the WebDriver Manager. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubts, any questions, please drop those in the comment section. I will answer those. I'll come up with a new video, a new topic. Thank you. Thanks for watching.